Hi there, my name is Kate Reinlib. I'm the Associate Properties Manager at Center Theater Group, and here we are in stay-at-home mode. I've been doing a lot of crafting from home, so today I'm going to show you how to do a how-to video on marbling some paper with shaving cream and food coloring, if you can believe it, and then we will sew it together into a simple little journal for you to sketch in or write notes. Here's what you'll need to get started on our first section for marbling. You're gonna want some shaving cream, any type will do, some food coloring, whatever colors you want, popsicle sticks to do some stirring, the paper that you're gonna be marbling, and a nice tray to do it in. Next, you're going to take the colors that you like, that you want to marble with, and you'll just have some fun with it. Spreading it around wherever you like. Now I'm going to do some blue also, so I can do multiple colors, and you can do as many colors as you want. Next, I'm going to take my popsicle stick and I'm going to stir this all around. Next, you're just going to take your piece of paper and you're going to lie it down on top of all of this. And you're going to want to flatten it as much as you can so that all of the surface is touching the shaving cream, which is where your color is. It's going to feel a little bit wet, but your paper will survive. And now I'm just gonna leave this to dry. So now we're back. We've had this sitting for just a couple minutes, just enough for it to soak up some of that color from our dyes. And now I'm going to take it off and I'm going to scrape off the shaving cream into an extra tray, and then our paper will be good to go to dry. So I'm going to use my second tray that I have just for the excess, and I'm going to scrape off the shaving cream. So let's see our reveal. And our paper is looking all cool and marbled, but we have to get this extra shaving cream off. So I'm just going to scrape it all off of the sheet. And when you flip it over, you should have this very fun marbled piece of paper. It is going to be a little bit damp and wet for a while, but after it dries out, you can use it for all sorts of fun stuff. One fun trick is actually that you can also use this multiple times in a row. You don't have to throw it away right away if you would like to make a bunch of different sheets. So I'm actually going to do a second one and just see how number 2 comes out as well. Now for this last step of making it into a journal, you're just going to need a couple things: a bone folder or something to fold your paper with, a needle and thread to tie your journal together, and a hole punch. This is an awl and used for leather and paper punching, but you could probably use a needle or something else if you wanted to. Now that this is all dry, I'd like to use it as my cover page, so I am just going to fold it in half. With my bone folder. And that just gives us a really nice, clean line there. And this will be my cover page. Now I've got my other paper, and you're going to want to do that to the rest of the stack too, so that it all folds together into a nice little booklet. This part probably actually takes the most time of any of them. You're going to do a center hole. And as you can see, the point of the awl is coming through the other side, so you can see that it goes all the way through. So I'm just gonna eyeball about 1.5 inches up. Sometimes if it's a lot of paper, you kind of have to push to get it to go all the way through. And you're going to want to do 5 of these. I'm going to start down at the bottom, and I want for this knot to be on the inside of my journal. So I'm going to start from the inside and go to the outside. Sometimes the needle's a little hard to pull through, but you can see that it's coming. We're gonna go back through and see you've already got a nice little stitch there that's starting. You're gonna flip it over and you're gonna do the same thing. And now we have it on this side. You're gonna do a weaving pattern. Now we're back to the outside, and this should be your last hole. We're gonna go back in, actually, the hole that you have already been through, and go back to the inside. Hold that. Back again. You are probably sensing where this is going. Sometimes you have to kind of work the needle a little bit once it's got a lot of thread all in the same hole, but it will eventually go. You're going to go back in. And pull that final needle on through. And then what I like to do, just to finish it up, is I like to bring it on down to that last stitch. I like to cut my thread and tie it to that stitch. Then you can cut off all your excess. This will flatten out over time. And then I just kind of like to give everything a nice little flattening one more time. so that it's nice and flat. And then here you have a nice sewn together journal with a cover that you made, and it has this stitching up the side. And this is something that you can sketch in, take notes in. You can use as many pages as you want that your needles will continue to go through, so you can make it as big or as small as you want. So that is how I make a simple journal from home out of things lying around the house. I hope that you found this interesting and that it inspires you to craft at home as well. And comment below and show us what you've done. We're interested to see what you make too.